Hi there, Facebook family. It's your girl D here, coming at you back in my bedroom on my big comfy spread in my sunlit room with my air purifier going and my fan in the background. It's very soothing. I have my lovely sage candle here lit, and I'm just drinking my favorite mix of organic lemonade and seltzer water, strawberry watermelon seltzer water. So I give myself my own little twist. I'm really big on being non-alcoholic most of the time, and I'm just enjoying life. I have to map out our route for the trip across country. I said I'd plan it all out, get gas mileage, get hours it'll take, get average cost of gas, find our stops along the way. We're going to be stopping, in motels, specifically in West Virginia, or along Virginia Beach, as well as New Mexico. I'm also going to look for the cheapest deals. Like Virginia Beach has like $40 hotels, so I'm really excited that we're only going to be splitting, $20 a piece. Even if we have to share a bed, it's no big deal. My mom is giving us her air mattress, which I'm really grateful for. And yeah, so I'm rocking this $2 tank my boyfriend got for me yesterday when we were waiting for my oil to be changed. And I have these cute little, let me see if I can get on the bed here and show you, these little bandana boy shorts that I love. And yeah, they're wicked comfy because they're elastic. So it's a $7 outfit, and I think these earrings were a part of a $2 set. So I rock a full wardrobe, but I do it really inexpensively, and I like solid colors paired with patterns. That's like my go-to item, and I'm just so full of joy today. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm gonna get out. Maybe I'll go see my mother-in-law and some of my nieces if they're around. The 4th of July is coming, so you gotta work on that summer tan, get the grill going, get some Coors, and it's a lovely time of year. I was just saying that I think age 28, since I was born, May 1988, so age 28 has been by far my best year ever. I just dated Jeff like 2 weeks before I turned 28. I bought my wedding dress for my birthday, even though I don't have a ring. And it's just been wonderful. I'm all on my own for the first time. I lived on my own throughout college. Over the summer, I stayed in dorms, but never had an apartment to decorate and call my own and shop for. Yesterday, Jeff and I got lost in Ocean State Job Lot. We were playing games, playing hide and go seek, just being total goof nuts. And he was floored by the amount of spices and curry pastes and culinary items that they had there. So it was really good. Diner Boy's paradise. Anyway, so I'm here to talk to you today, or 3 minutes in, about being undaunted. That's never giving up. I'm sure you've seen the Facebook posts from commencement speeches really signifying that you never, never, never give up. No matter how dark the day looks, just know that it's always darkest before the dawn. And I know what it's like to feel like giving up. I've given up on myself. I've given up on my God sometimes. And at one point, I've given up on my desire for life, for even living. I didn't get out of bed on 2 separate occasions, because I was crippled with, suicidal thoughts and bipolar depression. It was really, really bad. I didn't shower. I didn't think I was worthy of a shower, or even though we had it right there, I was at home. Or I didn't even like to sleep on my bed. I thought I had to sleep on the floor. I was top dog. I got a scholarship to a junior Ivy college 15 minutes down the street. It's not much of a culture shock. It's not like I moved to India and was oh, I loved India. That was in a different frame of mind then. So, I got all these scholarships. I was awarded all these awards, presidential award, mediation award, you name it, National Honor Society. It was like a dream come true coming fresh out of high school, but I was so depressed. I remember standing there in front of everyone, in front of my peers, thinking, I don't deserve this, and just being I just don't want to be here. And I self-sabotaged, not cutting-wise, but to the point where I was unreliable for my dog walking job. I didn't show up to babysit one night. it was real extreme. I did the Invisible Children movement. I was really well known for that within my school with my best friend at the time. So I was before we even had a gay straight alliance, I was best friends with my best friend was gay. Not openly, but it was pretty obvious. So and it was a passionate activist. So I don't know why I stopped, why I doubted myself so much, why I told myself I was so unworthy, why I didn't even like to look at myself in the mirror because I thought I was ugly, and then after my ex-husband left me, I overate myself into oblivion. Even though I went to India and, I was still going out on dates, I was 250 pounds. It was pretty gross, actually. Just for me and my comfort. I was a size small. I went from a size small to an extra large. I'm an extra large now, and I'm comfortable for the most part. I don't like my belly. It's a bit of a belly, and I'm working on trimming it down, but I'll still wear a bikini because, you know what? I'm beautiful. I'm proud of my blackish skin and, my dark hair and eyes and features. No one else out there looks like me. I'm one of a kind, and I really cherish that. Even twins, identical twins have distinguishing features that are separate or that are different. So, you might be coming up against roadblock after roadblock in your dating life and your, exercise regime and your weight loss regime and your sales goals at work, recruiting clients, writing that novel, whatever it may be. But just know that you should never give up. We bought a copy of Chicken Soup for the Soul at Savers yesterday. It was like, it was some deal, buy 4, get 1 free or something. And, I was reading in it and it was talking about how Oprah, like I've mentioned, was fired or demoted from her, reporter's job and said that she wasn't cut out for television. How Babe Ruth, I found this so fascinating, American Hall of Fame #1 All-Star of all time in terms of baseball, and we have the Babe Ruth candy bar that I just love. He holds the world's record for the most home runs, but incidentally, he also has the record for the most strikeouts. So you either knocked the ball out of the park or didn't hit it at all. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Let's take it down to one of my namesakes, Michael Jordan. He's an all-star Hall of Fame, Air Mike. We all rock the snakes, and we've seen the movie, Space Jam, best CD of all time. Really, I stand by that. He has 48, I think. It was down to the final seconds, 3 seconds, and he made 48 free-throw shots, or 48 game-changing points that won the Bulls the game. But he also cost, one of the final seconds of the game, he also cost a game, cost his team to lose 22 times. It's pretty significant. So, Mozart was told that he lacked creativity and imagination and that he wouldn't amount to much. He didn't speak until he was, not Mozart, I'm sorry, Einstein didn't speak until he was 4 years old. Mozart was told that he, lacked imagination and creativity, same with Walt Disney, and that he shouldn't even play violin or compose a piece because it was too confusing. And Einstein, he didn't speak till he was 4, and he was told, he wasn't good enough for school. He was kicked out of, a school in Munich. All these greats, even though they are top of their field and game, they've also failed. To dare greatly is to fail greatly. And, don't regret your failures. Don't regret those, roadblocks that come up in your way, or when you hit up against a wall and you have to, recalculating, how the GPS recalculates for you. It's just God kind of pointing you in a different direction. God's showing you what doesn't work. In order for a case study to be effective, you have to show as many people who are in favor of something as who aren't in favor of something, or how many people succeeded as opposed to how many people failed. Just a quick note on bipolar disorder before I conclude this presentation, this vlog number 16. Approximately 5.7 million Americans or about 2.6% of the U.S. population suffer with bipolar disorder. We're the largest country to have the highest grossing amount of bipolar, whereas India only has 0.1% of their population bipolar. But then again, it's a large population pool, etc. This is according to the dbsalliance.org, which is depressionbipolaralliance.org. Women are a little bit more likely to have bipolar disorder than men, but it affects everyone. They're only 60% as opposed to 40% of men are projected to have bipolar disorder. It affects everyone. It doesn't, it's like cancer. It doesn't exclude race, gender, religion, ethnicity. It doesn't matter. Bipolar is one of those. And it's hard because it's an unseen illness. If I have cancer, you'll see me hooked up to a chemotherapy machine. But if I have bipolar disorder, you'll see me talking to a therapist and, taking pills, but not every day, every hour. Maybe some people take pills 3 times a day. Others take it right before sleep, some just right in the morning. Bipolar disorder, I think I'm bipolar 1, which the majority of people have. It affects me. It's not like, oh, I'm so happy and I'm sad. It's not like rapid cycling. That's called rapid cycling bipolar. And rapid cycling bipolar is pretty rare. It's not as uncommon as one may think. When people say, oh, she's so bipolar, it's most likely they're referring to mood swings, which are common, especially when a girl has her period sometimes. So bipolar disorder, the average age to get bipolar is 25. A lot of teens develop it when they're 18, 19, but you can develop it as low as 15 or 14. But the average mean age is 25. And I can tell you from experience, you have either highs, but it's not like, oh, I'm so happy now. Like, as one might think, you might be a little bit more chatty, but you don't sleep. So you go nights, and it's called a manic phase, which I don't personally like, because it implies that I have mania or like I'm crazy. I have never felt crazy, but I have felt so depressed. I did. I had a psychosis. I like the word psychosis because it's an altered state of reality or state of mind where you just break. Like, you think, Satan's taking over the world's going to end, all the children are green, for example, or something like that, You can't tell reality from unreality, or you could be having a massive panic attack, and you just kind of have a psychotic break. That being said, it normally happens after nights without sleeping. So a manic phase, which can take place over a course of a couple days until you're medicated, with maybe a different dosage of your antipsychotic or a different antipsychotic such as Klonopin, an anti-anxiety pill, to really just calm you down, get you to sleep, get that tranquilizer so you're passed out. So mania can happen over a course of several days. You don't sleep. You're normal, really busy. Say I cleaned the house this morning. Jeff and I like to keep our place neat, especially since we just had guests over. But say you clean the house so much that you don't every inch in detail. You're fluffing the pillows. Just everything is spick and span. Or you decide, this is very common, I've seen it, you decide to drive from here to Canada in one night, randomly at 2 a.m. Or, that happens a lot, actually. Or you decide to go gambling and you just use your credit card and you're $20K in debt the next day because you just didn't cap yourself out. Those are very, very common examples of a manic phase. Normally you come off of it and you're like, shit, what did I do? And you feel bad. You're not trying to hurt anyone. You're not trying to, take all your husband's money. It's just, you had no control. It's a disease. And then on the flip side of that, you come crashing down. So you're like, ah! And you have the worst depression. Suicidal depression is common, or depression where you just won't get out of bed. I've done that. You won't shower, you won't get out of bed, you won't eat, you won't drink, you kind of lay there kind of some people may use drugs, harder than pot, coke, heroin, abuse, prescription painkillers, Percocets, morphine, you name it. So I hope I was able to educate you and shed some light on a disorder that's genetic. I have it. My dad has it. He's in denial, but he does have it. If you suspect someone is bipolar, please, please, please get them help. Talk to someone in their family. Talk to a person that they respect. It can be treated without stepping foot in a psych ward. I really recommend, your therapist can recommend you for outpatient treatment, which is group therapy, which is highly effective. Even if you have an eating disorder, it's highly effective. You get to bond with other people with your disease. You get to share your highs. You get to have some laughs. You get to learn amazing coping skills, and it's like a free paid vacation for those of you in the United States, because we get free food and we get, free professional advice. I have loved my stays at Westwood Lodge group therapy program. And some places are better than others, so I highly recommend Westwood Lodge. I've heard great things of the #1 psych ward in the United States, which is McLean's. That's where they filmed that movie. I forget what it's called. Girl Interrupted, with Angelina Jolie and Brittany Murphy. But yes, so I am going to conclude this presentation, this vlog number 16. But stay beautiful, stay blessed. You can always call Samaritans or the suicide prevention hotline. There are, Mass Health Insurance places, Franklin, Arbor Franklin. There are places everywhere. There's no shame. I've been hospitalized probably at least 10 times, which is crazy for me to admit, over the past 9 years. And currently, I'm very pleased to say that my bipolar is in remission. I am not on any antipsychotic medication, which I was all through college, which affected my weight, so I have no excuse for my weight right now. I'm just so happy I'm eating a lot. But I'm really thankful that I'm off medication, so that if I do get pregnant, my child won't suffer. All right, mahalo, stay wonderful, bye.